Thank you, everyone. God bless America.
It's Capo FC football coming at you live here from San Juan Capistrano, California in J. Serra High School, home of Capo FC football, as they will host the SoCal Eagles. Good evening, everybody. This is Alex Naveca, and it's a pleasure to be a part of your Wednesday evening wherever you may be. A very happy Juneteenth to each and every one of you all, as Capo FC still in the hunt for their very first home win, as they have really developed into a road type of team here this year, have won all their games on the road, and both of these teams coming off of wins, as the SoCal Eagles coming off of a win, a 3-0 shutout against Coachella FC on the road on June 15th, just a couple of days ago, as Capo FC coming off of a win on the road against FC Tucson, able to get some points on the road, a 3-1 final against FC Tucson, and it's Capo having some players that are really starting to figure things out on the offensive side of the ball. As we take a look at the starters here for Capo FC, goalkeeper on the night will be Carlos Gonzalez, defended by Todd Elkin. Almost in the month of July, where we don't have a whole lot of action there. A couple of matches in the month of July, but then you have the postseason. Switch that to the right flanks. Swinging that one to the Alessandro inside of the box. Tries to get the cross, and this will look like the first corner kick for Capo FC. Talking to Coach Connor Ward, and really loving the work that Rocco Bond, Noah James, and Kalani Delarole have been putting in during this season. I mean, Rocco Bond just having an eye for knowing where to put the ball for the offensive pieces inside of the box. I mean, for instance, in the last match against AMSG, was able to come up with an assist against James. There's a header. Still trying to get this by Diaz. Still no luck. Still trying to fight there in the box. And Diaz, I don't even know how he was able to come up with a save, but a big-time save by Michael Diaz. Impressive by Diaz. The header there by Granzau. The hit, and still trying to get that one in the back of the nets, and that was the striker Abdul Majere trying to come in with the second chance, and still wasn't able to make anything of it. Capo FC, they're going to be kicking themselves for that one, and would have very much loved to get the ball in the back of the net early in the match, because that was the way they were able to come up with a win against FC Tucson. A goal in the first minute against Kalani Delarole. The first minute. And we've seen Capo strike in the very first minutes, and it has really helped them out. In matches where they have scored first or they scored in the early parts of the match, and you got to date back to their second match of the year on May 18th, playing against Redlands FC, 4-1 win. And that was a big-time win for Capo FC, and that was when they were riding on a very impressive start of this season. Scoring in the 11th minute by Alexander Vukovic. And there goes Dina, able to give that one back to his keeper, and Carlos Gonzalez, who was another player that Coach Ward has been raving about, as there is a whistle away from the ball. Seeing some excellent production work from our producer here tonight. And there's a whistle going against Noah James there at mid-pitch, right at midfield. First set piece that we'll see from the Eagles, formerly known as the SoCal Seahorses, if you guys recall. They have referred to as the Seahorses for so many years, but deciding to change up the franchise, deciding to change the name of it, able to connect to the dangerous man, Chingancheke. There's the cross, going the wrong way, though. Having to get that one inside of the box. Capo looked to hang on to it, and they do. And that was almost going to look like a dangerous cross from Chingancheke. Almost going to try to get that cross inside. There wasn't a whole lot of help there for Capo FC. Looking at Capo and their overall record. So for that miscue there for Capo FC, this will go back to the Eagles, who will come up with their first corner kick of the match. Eagles, I'm going to take a look at this one again. Headed and just missing the location there in that top right corner. That was Brady McNulty that was trying to come up with his first goal of the year. There's a trio of Eagles with a pair of goals each. Steven Saladin with 2. Adelaide Diaz with 2. And Christian Kalachi with 2. Long through ball, trying to connect with the striker, and just unable to connect. And how about that? Ping-ponging off of the Eagles, and it's a goal! Capo FC! They make the most out of that goal! So I'll credit that one to Rocco Bond. I mean, take a look at it again one more time. I mean, that one just doinking off of Chase Boucher. But Rocco Bond, he was the last one to hit the ball here for Capo FC, and he gives them the lead here in the 10th minute of the match. And the big thing is going to be, can Capo FC hang on to a lead here at home? And that has been the question mark these last couple of matches. Last match against AMSG, they weren't able to hang on to the lead. I mean, AMSG right now is sitting second in the division, right behind Ventura County Fusion. Will be a tough opponent coming here to San Juan Capistrano. So there you have it. Just as we were talking about, everybody makes the most out of anybody who makes miscues. Make a mistake, well, you better tighten up the defense and hope that the opposition doesn't take advantage of it. And it's exactly what Capo FC did with Rocco Bond. I mean, Coach Ward, nothing but high praise for Rocco Bond and the way that he plays every day. Been growing, getting better, works hard every minute that Coach Ward gives him. They say play on. There is Dina. Dina trying to give that one to Manture. Manture still trying to get that one. Slide tackle, gives that one back over to Diaz. That time Boucher able to play the ball well, taking the ball away from Manture. Right there, Matsuri trying to go around his mark, going around Brady McNulty. How about that? A whistle going against Chingancheke. That was D'Alessandro trying to get up there. Alessandro trying to go over Chingancheke. So that'll be the first goal for Rocco Bond on the year. We'll add on to some of the players here for Capo FC that are sitting with one goal alone, which are Julian Zavobita, Grant Miller, Vladimir Bekovic, and Isaac Powell. Powell was able to score the goal against AMSG FC in the previous home match. His home match being on June 5th. It was a 2-1 final. So here's a set piece here for the Eagles. There's McNulty. Long through ball. Trying to look for McBride. Was able to find McBride. Now they're working on the offensive side of the ball. So far they've moved the ball pretty well here. And there goes Matsure, able to poke that one away. Goes back over to the Eagles. Eagles over to Chingancheke. Chingancheke connecting. Up the middle there is, that is Tyreek Trotman. Switching up the pitch over there to the right flanks. Again, to the right wing, fighting for some help. There's a cross. There is McBride, headed and hit out by Granzau, saying, get that out of here. Playing as the left back. I mean, take a look at it again right here. The header by McBride trying to set up the striker for the attack. And it results in a throw-in. Would be McBride throwing this one in, and Granzau may have had a piece of that, and there is Noah James hitting that one out. Matsure trying to fight off McNulty. There goes Rocco Bond switching up the pitch over there to the left wing here on this counter attack. Gives it over to Matsure. Slide tackle, great one there for the Eagles, able to put a stop as you call it as an offsides there for Capo FC as Matsure was trying to fight off Boucher. Diaz. Plays this along. D'Alessandro. James trying to fight him off. Able to do his job, retaining the ball. There is Bond. Bond. Played that one quick and tried to connect to Noah James and just couldn't connect. They'll say it is a set piece here for Capo FC. Right there, sneaking the foot in for Trotman. Pretty good looking set piece here for Capo FC. They have an opportunity to be able to take their biggest lead in a match this season. They have yet to be able to take a 2-0 lead in a single match this year. They'll take a 1-goal lead, but then right after that, they always end up giving it up. There's a set piece. Try to get that one inside. Mansure on the shots. Off the corner. Bounced. There is Diaz. And the whole entire Eagles sidelines trying to hold their breath as Matsure, just a slow developing volley and putting his hands on his head, just thinking, how did I miss that? You almost think, are we ever going to get another opportunity like that? Capo FC, I mean, missing out on these opportunities here in this match already. And able to capitalize on an own goal here for the Eagles. Able to capitalize on the 10th minute of the match. I mean, that was Rocco Bond that was staying around.
the throw-in for the Eagles.
So throw in here for the Eagles. Looking to win consecutive matches for the first time this year. They have also not been able to come up with a draw in any of their matches here this year. Starting off their first 6 matches on the year on the L column. Playing against Redlands FC, FC Tucson, AMSG, Infusion again, Coachella, Redlands. It wasn't until playing against Coachella a second time where they were able to defeat them. And able to get their first set of points. D'Alessandro trying to look for Noah James. Was ranked the number 7th freshman in the state of Michigan, according to Coach Connor Ward. Also, Connor Ward sharing some news about Noah James. Had the opportunity to train with the LA Galaxy. And it's also going to have another opportunity. But speaking of another opportunity, here's Capo FC with an offensive opportunity. And there is Rocco Bond trying to shake off his mark and ends up being the Eagles, winning that one off and coming up with a steal. There is McBride. Free ball. Who wants it? Capo FC. Yes, D'Alessandro. Smart thing, giving that one back over to Granzau. But a huge congratulations to Noah James and being able to get that big-time opportunity to play with the pros and here in Los Angeles with the LA Galaxy. And also a big-time congratulations to Tommaso Belli, who also had an opportunity to train, but with the LAFC2 team with the MLS Next. And both players definitely going to have some future opportunities to play with both of those teams, be able to train with them. That's a big thing that Coach Connor Ward has been emphasizing, wants his players to be able to get looks from these professional teams in the MLS level or at any other level. MLS, Liga MX, you name it, La Liga, Europe, the European leagues. So here come the Eagles. Reese Williams, he is over the ball at the moment to the midfield player. Putting this one inside of the box. And Gonzalez leaping up and able to come up with that stop. No problems. Essentially trying to put that one inside of the box, but Gonzalez able to put that very quick stop. He was looking for Tariq Trotman. Trotman has been getting a whole lot of touches here in this match. Nice little bounce off of the chest. There's Bond. Bond trying to get into the box. Gets into the box and looked more like a shot than anything else. Was trying to pull the trigger on that. That was wide left, going back over to Michael Diaz. Talking about goalkeeping, Carlos Gonzalez, who's actually in the Super Draft recently, was actually drafted by the San Jose Earthquakes. There's a Bobada, giving that one to Rene Cortez. Cortez over to Dina. Dina being wrapped around in orange kits. All right, back over to Granzau. Granzau, look at the space. I mean, trying to make the most out of it. A quick little tap over to D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro trying to push his way through there. But there's Chingancheke able to body up on D'Alessandro. And Chingancheke playing more on the defensive side of the ball. And there's Noah James. James on the steal. James pushing through. James. Very quick little reception to Della Roll, who has also been able to come up with some goals scored. The Brazilian, raised in Hawaii. Chingancheke finds out able to get a foot on the ball. Results in giving it back to the Eagles. 2v1 for the ball. And don't even know how the Eagles are able to get it. Now they will. Looking for some more offensive pieces. There is Chingancheke. Chingancheke trying to push through. Chingancheke still trying to work. Trying to bend that one. And wasn't able to get that one through. Even trying to look for a forward to get in. Nice little bending action, but I mean, waiting for maybe Saladin to be able to get in there, or even Kolachi to get in there. And Gonzalez take care of that one here in the 23rd minute of the match. We have to look at the possessions battle here. I mean, it's been pretty well balanced between the two. I mean, they've both had their fair share of possessions. As the officials trying to get in the middle there, a little bit of a scuff. Right there, you can see Zavoboda hovering. And you got to be careful. They can come close to a yellow. That was Zavoboda that was over Reese Williams. It will be the Eagles that will get this set piece. McNulty. For that through ball, very quick little tap. Very quick tap by McBride. McBride again looking for Chingancheke. So we got a throw in here for the Eagles. Excuse me, that'll be going back to Capo FC. So it's a 1-0 lead here for Capo FC here from San Juan Capistrano, California. It is J. Serra High School. There is Chingancheke getting inside of the box. Flags up. Offsides is the call. Going against the Eagles. Alex Naveca with you all. It's a pleasure to be a part of your Wednesday night wherever you may be. First time these two teams face off against each other. After tonight, Capo will have faced against all teams here in the USL League 2 Southwest Division. Looking way to be back on the win column, be at 500 on the record. 3 wins, 4 losses, no draws here this year for Capo FC. As far as the SoCal Eagles, 1 win, 6 losses, no draws. There goes a good ball. It's a good ball. No flag up. Going to play. Shot. Gonzalez, no problems. It's a well-looking shot there for the Eagles, deciding to pull the trigger, test out their luck, able to go through his mark right there, pulling the trigger. Why not? See if there's a second opportunity to get that one by Carlos Gonzalez, but he has been a tough keeper to get the ball by. That is one thing that Capo FC has really been known for, their keeping. Their goalkeepers have been really good. Hemmendinger, last home match, received a red card past the 90th minute against AMSG. Received a red for not allowing AMSG to come in and score. It was a ball taken away as there is a yellow card going against Sidney Dina. First yellow card of the match. Dina in the books officially. May have said the wrong things to the official there that time. Trying to get down to Matsuray. Due to that header, it ends up giving them back to the Eagles. That is Trotman. Trotman to McNulty. McNulty to Chingancheke. Williams. McNulty. Trying to connect with Williams. They do. Trying to put the pressure. See if they could get a free ball. There's a center back. Free ball. Trying to push this one through. And De La Roll can't get that one. Excellent save by Michael Diaz. Right there, De La Roll, La Pega comes up with a shot. Ends up coming up with a corner kick here for Capo FC. Almost trying to come up with a golazo that time. Trying to make it into a 2-0 lead, 2-0 here in this first half. Again, Capo FC, add that to another missed opportunity there for the home team. Got to get as many goals as possible here in this first half. Try to tack on as many goals early in the match, going into the 28th minute. Again, just getting creative, just as Coach Connor Ward talked about. Got to continue to get creative. Got to continue to be on the offensive side of the ball. Just continue to be able to look for the goal, continue to get the ball in the back of the net. And the creativity is there tonight. I mean, mostly it's Capo FC capitalizing on the mistakes that the Eagles have been making. All right, there's Mansoray. Mansoray getting the pressure, attracting a whole lot of attention. Gives down back over to McBride, or to Trutman, excuse me. Got to move the ball around, get it out of there. That's the biggest thing here for the Eagles. Do not keep the ball here. Capo FC, that's exactly what they're going to do. There's Mansoray. Mansoray still with the ball. Mansoray, shots. Diaz, the stop. And no, and yes. It's a penal for Capo FC. Mansoray all by himself, getting the help. There's the slide tackle, bringing Rocco Bond down, and he has an opportunity for a second goal of the match. Will it be Bond? Diaz, he has been on top of the goalkeeping tonight, and it will be Rocco Bond that will be over the ball here for this penalty kick. Diaz versus Bond. Waiting for the whistle. Here it is. Here we go. Showdown. Bond. Diaz. Bond. Bond! Goal! Rocco Bond! Well, Diaz, he guessed right. Guessed going to his right. And Bond still able to get the hop. And able to get that one over Diaz's right hand. And so now Capo FC, they have their biggest lead in a single match this season. And how about a 2-goal match here for Rocco Bond in the 10th minute and in the 30th minute. And with those 2 goals, able to keep up with players like Tommaso Bali, Alexander Vukovic, and Noah James, and Kalani Delo Roll, who also came seconds away from being able to go and score his 3rd goal of the match. So the Eagles having to play from behind, chasing 2. There goes Capo FC again, going up with a fast break. Trying to get that through ball to Rocco Bond, trying to get him that hat trick, and whistle stays with Capo. Right now, the Eagles, they just look unsettled in this match, and Capo FC, they are playing very high on the Eagles, taking advantage of these free balls. Zhao. D'Alessandro looking for Mansoray. Mansoray runs into some shins. That was Boucher. Jackson D'Alessandro was played in every match here for Capo FC. Player that capitalizes on every minute that he gets to play here, as there is star player Bond. Nice little move over to James, back over to Bond. Bond getting some help and able to get the necessary players. Mansoray on the hit, and that is Boucher that is able to put that stop. Stays here with Capo FC. There's D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro still with the ball. Gets into the box. There is the cross, and a swing and a miss there by Noah James. Try to go in with that right, as Dina going in with that whistle, and he has to be careful. He's already in the books for a yellow. Last thing you need for Capo FC is to get a red and allowing the Eagles to have a man advantage. 33rd minute of the match. It is a 2-0 lead by the hosts, looking for their first home win. Must be a Capo FC thing. Their National Independent Soccer Association, Capo FC, also looking for their first home win as well when you look at the tables. They're 0-1-3. No wins, 1 draw, and 3 losses at home here in San Juan Capistrano at J. Serra High School in the Lions Den. And the NISA side of things, they're first organization that is able to go pro, or the first team, I should say, for Capo FC that is able to go pro. First year in Division 3 football. Sitting third in the Western Conference tables, right behind Irvine Zeta FC. Rebranding of the Cal United Strikers, who were able to win the inaugural year of the National Independent Soccer Association. Played against the LA Force, who are currently second in the tables. Following Capo FC, then Arizona Monsoon FC, first year in NISA. Look at the East Conference. East Conference. Best team, in my opinion, in NISA. Michigan Stars with 21 points. All right, there they go, the offenses. There's a bit of a tackle from behind there from Granzau, and Granzau will now be in the books with a yellow. That is 2 yellow cards on the night here for Capo FC. This one coming in at the 35th minute. I mean, just receiving the shoulder tackle from behind, and that is Christian Colaci that was able to receive that contact from behind. And a tip of the cap to the production team here on the night, being able to stay on top of every replay here on the day. Camera operator able to stay on top of the camera operating, along with our producer here on the night, staying on top of every single play that has gone down tonight. Christian Colaci will be on top of the ball at about the 15-yard line, maybe 16 if you want to be that picky, if we're talking about football, American football, that is. It is a 5-man wall, the great wall of Capo FC. There's Colaci, trying to shoot that one through, and Gonzalez is going to let that one go by. No damage done, but still here on the offensive side for the Eagles, there comes a corner. Look at that again. And the great wall of Capo FC able to make some contact on the ball, and it'll be Reese Williams that will be on the corner. And we have seen the SoCal Eagles look pretty good from the corner kicks here tonight. It's pretty dangerous. Williams puts this one up, booting this one out. Capo, excellent work defensively. Williams able to recover. Williams still trying to dump this one inside of the box. There's Gonzalez. Gonzalez trying to play this one back, and there'll be some hands there from Chase Boucher, playing rather deep away from his defensive post, playing as the center back. We have Boucher and McNulty as the center backs, and there goes Bond. Bond able to receive that one on the long through ball. Bond, nice tap over to D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro, there's a cross, trying to look for Mansoray. Mansoray! Goal! Capo FC! In the 36th minute, look at this beauty. D'Alessandro finding Matsure, gets it in the back of the net, puts it up 3-0. Matsure looking all match long. The Wings have been trying to give it to Matsure. And finally, a sigh of relief that he is finally in the scorebooks and able to score. And it's the first one of the year. So now the biggest lead that Capo FC has had this season, increasing it to 3 in a single match. Well, unfortunately for the SoCal Eagles, they have seen deficits as much as 9 goals. First match of the year, and of course, you know, first match of the year where teams trying to get familiar with each other, trying to get their feet wet, and coaches trying to see, all right, what kind of team are we going to have, see what we're going to look at first to one, try to get that first match jitters out of the way. But 9-0 Redlands FC getting the better of SoCal Eagles. And that was a home match for SoCal Eagles as they actually hosted their first 3 opponents, which were Redlands, Ventura County, and AMSG. They gave up a total of 12 goals to only score 2 in those first 3 matches. A hat trick by Omar Yika, goal in the 18th, the 41st, and the 56th minutes. Scoring by Luka Lukic in the 31st. Ethan Kovac in the 39th minute. Also a goal scored in the 67th by Cesar Perez in the 71st minute. By Troy Elgersma. 78th by Noah Lopez, and in the 86th by Noah Lopez. There's Williams looking for a way to cut down on this deficit. Back over to Reese Williams and Dina. Got to be careful. Can't do too much on there. Williams trying to get Trotman engaged here offensively, trying to look for him. That is Williams and McBride that are over the ball. Getting into the 40th minute of the match. Could be either McBride or Williams trying to set things up. Looks at things, looking to dump this one inside of the box. Do have Chingancheke. It's there. So now just receiving word that both head coaches now officially in the books with yellow cards. Here in the 40th minute of the match. I mean, it's not every day that you hear coaches being in the books for yellow cards. But today, one of those days. It's not McBride. It's Williams. Williams inside of the box, trying to put this one up. Gonzalez going to sit this one back as the Eagles let that one go out, and it will be a corner kick. Reese Williams will take care of that one. Trying to come out of this half on a shutout for Capo FC. These 3 goals, trying to help out their goals in favor mark. We're in the table, Capo FC on goals against. Currently sitting at 0 goals difference. Here's Capo FC trying to go into the fast break. Still trying to push through. That is trying to give it over to the right wing. And still able to come up with a stop. The defender is able to get into the box. And trying to go coast to coast on that. And there is Mead Tatum that tried to come up on that hit. Again, another second away from making it into a 4-0 lead here for Capo FC. And we definitely know that Capo FC have definitely missed out on their opportunities to be able to compile more goals than the lead that they have now. All right, officially in the 43rd minute, slowly creeping into stoppage time. Renzao to D'Alessandro, who keeps this one from going out. This is a Voboda. Cortez. Renzao. Check it was there to pressure on the ball towards Granzao. It was Trey McBride. McBride that was trying to put a little pressure on Capo FC. All right, loose ball. Cortez. The flag was going up. Offsides going against the opposition against the SoCal Eagles, trailing the way 3-0 here in this match. Forwards have been doing their job here on the night. Will Rock Bond has been all over the ball. Almost every offensive touch that Capo FC gets, he's always touching it here. Mazare, he has the ball, trying to give that one to James. James, it may have been a little overcooked. Slide tackle and a good stop here by Brady McNulty. Trouble was almost a foot. You do not want to go 1v1 against Noah James. A scoring threat for Capo FC, who surprisingly has been pretty quiet, has not been able to pull the trigger here tonight, but he has been doing the little things right. Putting the pressure on. Swiped away by the Eagles. Here come the Eagles. Going to need some help offensively. Orange kits coming in. Capo FC, very quick stop. Brilliant defensively. They made a little bit of the mistake there on passing the ball, able to get pickpocketed. Through a ball, foot race for the ball, trying to race it here and able to complete it. There goes Capo FC. Capo FC shot deflected off of the defenders. Loose ball, there is Williams. Williams looking for some help. Williams, and coming from behind is D'Alessandro, able to stop Reese Williams. And for all of his efforts, Gonzalez is going to give the ball here to D'Alessandro. Granzao. Back to Gonzalez, approaching the 45th minute now. Should not be a very long stoppage time. So coming from behind. This was going to be against Tyreek Trotman. How about Mead Tatum? Yes, playing as a defender, but he's been playing more on the offensive side of the ball than anything else. Very quick little tap here. There's Kalani De La Roll who come up with that quick tap, but here comes Chingacheke. Chingacheke to find somebody, loose ball, and they say no whistle against Capo FC. This will be a goal kick coming for Carlos Gonzalez. Pressure is coming. McNulty heading that one. There's Dina. Cortez was backing up the play. Mansoret. You already know when this man has the ball, you know he's going to do something. Decides to give it over to the defenders wisely. Wasn't a whole lot of space to be able to push forward. Renzao, long through ball, trying to Trying to find De La Roll. De La Roll still trying to fight for the ball. De La Roll ends up losing it. Good defense there by the Eagles inside of the box. Trotman swinging that one to the right. Trotman again. And whistle will be blown. And that will be that here for the first half. As Capo FC 3, SoCal Eagles 0. And how about the 2 goals by Rocco Bond? A little own goal scored on SoCal Eagles, 1-0. Then Rocco Bond in the penalty kick in the 30th minute, able to get the ball in the back of the net. And how about Abdul Mansoure, able to get this, a nice little assist there, and able to get the ball in the back of the net. Long last for Mansoure, as it is halftime here from San Juan Capistrano in J. Sarah High School, the Lions Den. I am Alex Naveca, stepping aside for now here on Goal Media. We welcome you all back inside of J. Sarah High School, inside of the Lions Den from San Juan Capistrano, California. Alex Naveja with you all. It's a pleasure to be a part of your Wednesday night, wherever you may be, as Capo FC with a whopping 3-0 lead over the SoCal Eagles. 2 goals scored by Rocco Bond in the 10th and the 30th minute. Of course, that 10th minute, more of a own goal for SoCal Eagles than Abdul Mansare on the goal in the 37th minute of the match. Now the Eagles already on the offensive side of the ball. Capo FC already putting some good defensive pressure, not allowing them to get a whole lot of space. Trying to push them back, and that was a big-time thing here for Capo FC. I mean, being able to just continuously put some stops, and that was looking like a dangerous cross. Was a shot away from getting the ball in the back of the net. Just take a look at this replay and just where they were trying to place that ball. As the SoCal Eagles, it was Steven Saladin that was trying to be on the other end of that cross. Only match that's going on here for USL League 2 Southwest action. Only one going on here, but tomorrow we will have some action going on from Dodge Stadium over there in Redlands. It'll be the Redlands FC hosting Ventura County. And everyone who's anyone here in the Southwest Division, they all know it's tough to play against Redlands FC. And here comes some of the trouble afoot here as Mansare still trying to get inside of the box. He does get in, tries to come up with a cross, and ends up being a throw-in here for Capo FC. Mansare, just a dangerous player when he has the ball on his foot, especially on the offensive side of the ball here for Capo FC. Attracts a whole lot of attention from the men in orange here tonight. Has made Tatum going to dump this one in the box. Pretty easy for the Eagles to handle. Still trying to get this out of the box. And here's Capo FC. Capo FC, there is Belly. That is Bond. And booted out by the Eagles. A smart decision for them. You cannot have the ball deep into your side of the pitch against Capo FC, especially how they have been playing tonight. Cortez trying to switch up the pitch, gives it over to Zavoboda. Zavoboda moving the ball pretty well here tonight. As Roman Warren is on the pitch here for Capo FC. Contact from behind there from Mansare. Still going to allow them to play through it here. Through ball. Foot race for the ball. Gonzalez having to boot this one up. And that's Kalani De La Roli that's over the ball. Pete Tatum. Some trouble as a foot. Got to get the ball out if you're Capo FC. Do not leave it here as the Eagles can return the favor. Again, foot race for the ball. Still trying to keep it here. Throw in Capo FC. Officials saying, hey, got to do that throw in again. So tomorrow, action at Dodge Stadium. Redlands FC against Ventura Fusion. Then the very next day on Friday over at Aquino North Stadium, an FC Tucson hosting the SoCal Eagles. So it's a 2-match week here for the Eagles. Eagles will play over at Whittier College. Tatum trying to be the other end of that one. There is De La Roli. De La Roli trying to push through. De La Roli still trying to push through. Still trying to push through. Getting inside of the box. Looking for some help. Comes up with the cross. And, was looking pretty dangerous once again here for Capo FC, and almost looked like an own goal here as Delaroli on the cross, and just fortunate that that didn't go in the back of the net. Almost would have looked like own goal number 2, as this will be a corner set up for Rocco Bond. Here comes Bond. This will be a low corner kick. Bond still over the ball. Bond shooting this one and headed out by the Eagles, and this will be a throw-in. But safe to say they're going to be dumping this one in the box once again, as Bond trying to come up with the cross and was looking for Mansouri. There's Bond on the receiving end of the throw-in, the cross, as Diaz will receive that one. Diaz looking around. Trying to look for someone on the other end of that cross. The Eagles over the ball here. Braulio Davila has also joined the match here for Capo FC. Some new faces that are coming off the sidelines here for Capo FC, giving some minutes all around for Coach Ward to see some other players, as Capo FC was trying to play that one quick before the call was going to be made. Owen Kingsley was up on that throw, and another new face here for the Eagles. Back over to Diaz. Mansouri putting in the pressure. There's Mansouri. Getting pretty close to being able to come up with that deflection. All right, there's Williams. Williams to Kingsley. Kingsley. Receive that pressure from Delaroli. Here's Granzau. Granzau swooping in. Good work there for the Eagles. Here they come in fast break. There, that was McNulty that was on the stop. 1v1 over there. And the flag's going to come up. Offsides. So that is Warren that's over the ball. I mean, first time that we talk a little bit about Warren coming off of the bench, off the sidelines, getting some minutes. Braulio Davila. Also a new face here for Capo FC. Cortez, still a starter. Granzau, still a starter. But most of it, though, we do see the starters. Great opportunity for both coaches to start putting in some new faces, minutes, resting minutes, especially if you're the SoCal Eagles. Remember, they have a match on Friday, having to travel over to Tucson. And with today being Juneteenth, the holiday recognized, and school employees having the day off, government jobs recognizing it and getting the day off. What is Juneteenth all about? Well, it's also referred to as Emancipation Day, Jubilee Day, or the Second Independence Day. As we'll get back into it in just a moment here, as here come the Eagles. The Eagles, a lot of blue kits there, trying to come up with a shot inside of the box, and be offsides once again here against the Eagles. Tatum's got to get this ball out. There's still a lot of orange kits hanging out deep into the pitch. Meets Tatum still over the ball. And there we go. They're finally able to get out of that trouble. So, Juneteenth, acknowledged official date of June 19th. Officially observed 1865 on June 19th, which General Order Number 3 was delivered to enslaved people of African descent to Galveston, Texas, thus making them aware of the elimination of chattel slavery. Emancipation Proclamation, which was signed 2 years prior. As Capo FC, they're going to come up with an attacking 2v2. The ball, it gets through, and it's a goal! Goal! Capo FC! Tommaso Belli, 2v2. Mansare was hanging close, and Belli was able to get goal number 3 on the year. And Belli, it was only a matter of time for the Italian native to be able to come into the match and help out and come in on the scoring side of things. So it's a 4-0 lead here for Capo FC now. Making a 4-goal lead, the biggest lead this year in a single match. Capo FC, they are going to be looking for their second shutout win on this year. They opened up the year on a 3-0 shutout against Coachella FC. All right, now here goes another takeaway here for Capo FC. Whistle a little late there. The contact coming from behind from Trotman as there's a yellow. Trotman being called with a yellow in the 57th minute. I mean, the contact coming from behind. That is the second yellow card here for the SoCal Eagles. The first one came by head coach Todd Elkins in the 40th minute, and now this one coming in the 57th minute. So Tommaso Belli, 3rd goal of the year. Now officially the goal leader here for Capo FC. Again, accompanying him, he has Vukovic, James, Delaroli. Throwing, it's a short one. Here's the Eagles taking this one out, trying to go into transition with this counterattack, going in full speed ahead as the defenders here for Capo FC. They were going full steam ahead too, able to slow down that attack, essentially. Well, Capo FC with this 4-goal lead. This is the 3rd highest deficit for the SoCal Eagles almost, with that 9-1 L against Redlands FC. Then the 6-0 shutout against FC Fusion. The Fusion shutting out the Eagles. Through ball. Nice there for Granzau. He would have put that stop. There's Belli again. Belli able to go through 2 defenders. How about that? Still over the ball. Still over the ball. Gets rid of that one. Slide tackle. Now it goes back over to Saladin. Saladin on that steal. Try to keep this ball here for the SoCal Eagles. There's a shot long distance. No problems there for Gonzalez. Gonzalez. No problems. And it's not a bad decision on the long distance shot. Saladin was there in case there was a second chance opportunity. We had Christian Kolachi. That was pretty close by. Long through ball. Right, there's Belli giving over to Mansare. Mansare still over the ball. Right wing. Trying to look through. There's a cross. Get it over to Belli. Belli still with the ball. Comes up with a shot. And a missed opportunity there for Kalani Delaroli. It was brilliant right there. Belli trying to connect with Delaroli and just could not get the ball in the back of the net. Just overcooking the shot. And Delaroli, should he have scored that goal, he would have been tied with Tommaso Belli on the most goals here for Capo FC. There is Mansare Trying to bump that one over to Delaroli. Delaroli still over the ball. Delaroli still with the ball. It's 4v1. That's a pretty tough one to beat. There is Belly. Too many orange kids. Pretty tough to beat there. And here come the Eagles. Is Voboda going to get marked with that one? We're asking for the yellow. They play it quick. Through ball. Ranzal, easy one. That's the orange kids trying to slow down Capo FC on this attack. So we were talking about Juneteenth and how it's observed throughout the country of the United States. I mean, school employees getting the day off, government employees getting the day off, and being able to observe such an important day of history, such a crucial day. But how about sports? Well, Major League Baseball, they're having games in a stadium in Alabama, where there used to be games in the Negro Leagues. Having a game there by the San Francisco Giants against the St. Louis Cardinals, and also having some minor league baseball going on there. And how about the football community having a match here today, here in the USL League 2? Local communities, local community gatherings, they continue to serve as sites of joy, celebration, defining moments in the Americans. But let's talk about this one very quickly. Delaroli! And almost on the deflection by Brady McNulty to get the ball in the back of the nets. And just look at there, right there, pulling the trigger on the right. And McNulty having to stoop up to the occasion on that crucial stop. Rocco Bond will go ahead and take over this corner kick. Again, it's Capo FC that is on the hunt for goal number 5, but Michael Diaz, very quick stop and trying to deliver this one quick, something deep. No worries for Capo FC. Stay with it here. Trying to get that one to Matsare. His belly trying to take that one away from Trotman. Could be easy. As D'Alessandro getting on the whistle from the back. And the officials blowing the whistle as we do have a package of Capo FC players that are going to be coming off of the sidelines.
Coming out of the game, number 18, Jackson D'Alessandro. Number 14, Julian Svoboda. Number 8, Abdul Mansari. Number 20, Pine Delaroli. And for Capo FC, number 9, Sergio Vega. Number 7, Grant Miller. Number 15, Roman Warren. Number 19, Nicholas Wagner.
So some of the subs here for Capo FC. Some new faces, Sergio Vega, Grant Miller. Also going to see Roman Warren coming into the match. Coach Ward definitely has to be proud of his program here as Diaz able to beat that one out. So well-deserved rest for Jackson D'Alessandro, Julian Zavoboda, Noah James, Kalani Delaroli, and Abdul Mansare. Maso Belli coming off of the bench as well and already making an impact offensively here for Capo FC. It's going to be a throw-in. Excuse me, a free kick here. Here in the 65th minute of the match. Right here in the right wing. There's Belly trying to put this one up. Headed! And that was off to the upright. Still trying to get in the back of the net. And it's a goal! Capo FC! Right there, Rene Cortez. He plays defense, but guess what? He plays a little offense here tonight as he comes up with the cabezazo. That makes it to a 5-0 lead here for Capo FC. Who said defenders can't score as well? As Rene Cortez able to get his first on the year. Now makes it to a 5-0 lead here for the local Capo FC, looking for their first set of points at home this season. They have struggled to find 3 points here at home, and slowly but surely it's starting to look like it. It's looking like that gut feeling that Coach Connor Ward had going into this match. He was right. Here's Mies Tatum. Tatum gives that one over to Vega, who's playing down low offensively. Capo FC still trying to push through. Trying to get inside of the box. And this will be a corner kick here for Capo FC here in the 67th minute of the match. And safe to say, well, with all the times that Capo FC missed their opportunities, well, they are still them having a 5-0 lead. They can forget about themselves, kicking themselves. Header still out of the woods. Amal Diaz! Huge sigh of relief here for the Eagles. And this is going to go the other way to the Eagles. Came close to goal number 6, though. There is Boucher booting this one a long way. Got to feel pretty good if you're Capo FC offensively, defensively, putting a stop to everything that the Eagles have thrown at you. And, I mean, the Eagles just offensively have not been able to get the ball in the back of the nets here. They really have struggled all season long on the defensive end of the ball. And if you look at the table and their goal difference, they have -18, a -18 goal difference. The only team that has a really high goal difference is Ventura County Fusion. They are a scoring machine. 21 goals in favor and 3 against. Gonzalez will let that one go by. That will be a goal kick here for Gonzalez. Well, with these 5 goals that Capo FC is putting up on the board, well, at least get them a +5 goal difference. Redlands FC with a 5 goal difference. FC Tucson with a 5 goal difference. Arizona Arsenal 4 goal difference. And AMSG on a 2 goal difference. Both Coachella FC and SoCal Eagles, the lone teams here in the Southwest Division on the negative side of the goal differences. Be a very happy Connor Ward. And this week, looking at some of the power rankings, I mean, Ventura County Fusion attracting some attention from the league here, from USL League 2. We do have some subs coming in here for the SoCal Eagles. We do have Sebastian Fuentes that will be coming into the match. That will be that. Levens checking in for the first time. So Yamagata is also going to be coming in. That is Saniyuki Yamagata that will be coming into the match. Fuentes, Levens. So it'll be new faces here for both of these teams now. Give me some minutes as Coach Elkins talked about, hey, if my starting 11 that I have there on the pitch, they can't manage to score, well, guess what? I've got players that are on the sidelines that definitely capable of scoring. Definitely capable of scoring, and players that are eager to play, if you will. It's just one of those, if you can't get the job done, well, I've got players on the bench who will get the job done. Talk about the depth that Coach Elkins has. Changing this one in the later parts of the second half here for the SoCal Eagles. Trailing by 5 here against Capo FC. And with this win, it'll definitely get them back into the table. Keeping up with teams like Redlands FC and FC Tucson. This is why every match is important. Every goal is important. Even if you come up with a draw, that draw can really help you out. And unfortunately, none of these teams have been able to come up with a draw. And I'm talking about both Capo FC and the Eagles this year. A little while ago, we were talking about how Ventura County Fusion, they were talked about by the league. They were the 2022 champions under the helm of Coach Keith Costigan. Conceded 14 unanswered goals. Conceded 14 unanswered goals to begin the season this year, including a scoreless draw with FC Tucson and an 8-goal thriller against Coachella FC on the road this past week. That's exactly how they've been able to stay atop of the Southwest Division. Believe it or not, with how good Ventura County Fusion are, not even ranked by USL League 2. It just goes to show you the amount of talent that is there nationwide. Miller trying to be on the other end of that long through ball. And sorry, no, excuse me, that is actually Vega. Vega still over the ball. Vega, all the space here for Miller. Miller still over the ball. Decides to pull the trigger. There's a cross, a little tap. Was trying to keep this one in as the whistle's going to go up for offsides. No, it's going to be a foul going against Capo FC. You have looking all around the league. I mean, ranks number 1 going from ranked 7th and jumping up to 1st. You have Lionsbridge FC as Capo FC trying to come up on a counterattack here. Loose ball, trying to get this one off. All through ball. Through ball over there by Chingageke. That was Cheka that was trying to get the ball the other end, who Capo has done excellent work in keeping him quiet. And he is their guy. He is their striker to be able to get the ball in the back of the net. Cheka hasn't really been able to get a whole lot of touches here in this match, trying to give it over to Miller. Miller, and he's beat by Diaz. Pressing the restart button, a smart move there for Trotman, one of the few starters there on the pitch. Go tap and go. Capo FC still over the ball. Decides to give that one off over to Cortez, who does have a goal scored. Here's Cortez. Roughly 15 minutes left to play here in this match. Capo FC, after this match, well, they will play on Sunday. Play not here at J. Sarah High School. They'll actually play over at Irvine Valley College. Still waiting to see what time kickoff will be at, but we'll definitely have the coverage for you guys here on YouTube via Goal Media. They'll be hosting Ventura County Fusion. It's actually the first time that they play against them as well. Have not played against Ventura County Fusion just yet. That'll be a tough task here for Capo FC, but trying to win consecutive matches for the first time this season. Make that the second time this season, excuse me. Forgetting about the first two matches that Capo FC was able to score a total of 7 goals in the first 2 matches. So the second time this year, better set. Should they win this one, which slowly but surely it's starting to look that way, well, they'll be looking for a first shot at winning 3 straight matches. Should they do that, that will be tremendous for them in the standings, in the table. Through ball there and trying to pull the trigger there, come up with a shot. Still got to come up with a shot, long distance, and nothing to show for it there for Capo FC. Not exactly a bad decision there. Why not? Test your luck. Come up with a long distance shot there for Capo FC. So Lucas Beltran will be the keeper here for Capo FC. So Beltran now going to be the keeper here for Capo FC, and again, just big time shout out for Carlos Gonzalez. Carlos being able to do his job and maintaining the goose egg up on the board. Everything that SoCal Eagles threw at him, he was able to stop it. As far as the SoCal Eagles are concerned, well, their very next match will actually be in 2 days on Friday against FC Tucson to continue on with the road trip. Currently riding on a 5-match road trip. Started the road trip over at Redlands, following that Coachella FC and Capo FC, FC Tucson. Then they'll finish it up the road trip, making a quick stop to Arizona Arsenal SC. The whistle right there. So Kingsley will be over the ball here.
Number 15, Prince Chikanjeke. Nailing the will be number 23, Michael Blevins. And number 24, Michael Stoll.
Through ball here for the Eagles. Michael Stoll getting his first set of minutes here for the Eagles. Sebastian Fuentes. Sebastian by McBride. Bride trying to come up with a throw in on the offensive side here for the Eagles. Getting that one inside of the box. Thank you very much, says Capo FC. We'll go ahead and take that. There is Vega. Vega still trying to receive that. Going back to the Eagles. Getting into the 82nd minute of this match. The Eagles, just like Capo FC, being able to offer football in different age categories, but here they come on the offensive side of the ball. Capo FC getting inside of the box, pushing through, still trying to push through. A very good stop there for Chase Boucher. This will be a corner kick coming up for Capo FC. So Warren. Want to be on top of the corner kick here for Capo FC. Headed out by the Eagles. Well, there is Belly. Back over to Warren. Warren to Belly. Belly dumping the cross off the chest. And stopped by the Eagles. No problems. Just like we were mentioning, opportunities to play here for SoCal Eagles of different age range, just like Capo FC, just like they offer in different age ranges in the USL League 2 option and the National Independent Soccer Association and the professional side of things. If you can play, of course, options for the girls, for the women, but also options just like that here for the SoCal Eagles. I mean, they have pickup games for boys and girls on Mondays and Tuesdays in the months of June and July. At their times between 5:30 to 7, and of course, age groups of 3 to 5, 3 to 9. Also having football options for the birth years, having camps for different age groups, competitive teams. You have U23 men's teams. As there's a shot, and just south of the post, get the ball in the back of the net, and it's a goal. It's a goal for SoCal Eagles, and they are able to crack the goose egg as Brady McNulty is going to be credited with the goal. So it makes it into a 5-1 match now, so no more shutouts into the equation. And the Eagles just able to avoid getting blanked. Here's Capo FC. Would very much like to return the favor as there is Warren. Warren getting some additional help. There is Meet Tatum. Meet Tatum still with the ball. Gives it over to Warren. Warren with the ball. Warren still pushing through. Gets into the box. Warren getting a lot of pressure. Saying to slow things down now. Offensively here for Capo FC, there is Granzau. Granzau swinging that one. No problems. There's Boucher. The one final thoughts to make here for the SoCal Eagles on the women's side of things, but we'll talk about that in just a moment. Warren trying to beat out Diaz. Warren gives down back over to Meet Tatum. Meet Tatum was trying to connect with Grant Miller. Booted out. Capo FC still over the ball, still trying to push through. And slipping on the ball and gives down back over to the Eagles. As the Eagles also have the Women Premier Soccer League. That's in the collegiate level here for the women. Going from coast to coast. How about that? Goal! Are you kidding me? Here for the SoCal Eagles. It is Michael Blevins able to come up with the goal. Turned into a foot race. Blevins, for all of his efforts, takes the shot, pulls the trigger, and he is credited with goal number 2 just minutes away. Literally. To be exact, 2 minutes away from the goal scored by Brady McNulty. So now it cuts it down to a 3-goal match. Capo FC, you got to start being careful. Time starting to be of the essence. Got to manage this match a whole lot better. You're letting the Eagles score in this match. Here's a little takeaway there by Vega. Vega finds Warren. Warren all by himself. He's going to need some help. Warren still trying to get through. Warren pulls the trigger. And Diaz ended up biting to his left, which will be a corner kick. Warren right there, but Boucher may have had something to say about that shot. Warren, it's up, headed up. They're going to say it's going to go to Diaz. The Eagles are trying to play this one quick, and they do just that. Eagles, here they come. Capo FC swiping up on the ball. A lot of orange kits that were still lingering deep onto their side of the pitch. 2v1 over there in that right wing. And that's going to stay here. It'll be a Capo FC throw-in. No, they actually mark it as a foul here. So it'll be Tommaso Belli on the free kick on that right wing. Set piece. And that was Vega that took a piece of that set piece that was headed out. Getting into the 89th minute. Here's Miller trying to put that pressure on, trying to get that through ball deep. Trying to connect with Stoll. Still a whole lot of orange kits offensively there. Trying to fight for that ball. That's Belly. Getting a little too physical there. Allowing the set piece here for the Eagles. Again, for both of these teams, Capo FC will be hosting Ventura County Fusion over the weekend, and it will be the Eagles traveling over to FC Tucson for the second to the last match of the road trip, as there's the cross headed out by Grant Zhao, still not out of the woods. Still trying to keep this ball here. Good work there for Capo FC, deflecting and inducing the throw-in. Cross. The throw-in trying to get that one inside of the box. Give it another go, another throw-in. Booted out here for Capo FC. Capo FC really having to focus on the defensive side of things. You've already allowed 2 goals. You forgot something there, Warren. Is still trying to come through. Long distance shot! And almost losing the control there for Lucas Beltran. And Warren forgetting the ball and ended up a shot on goal there for SoCal Eagles. And that's the last thing you want to do. There's Meet Tatum. Meet Tatum swinging that one to Warren. Warren finds Miller. Miller getting the pressure by Boucher. Boucher getting the better of Miller that time around. Here's Boucher, long through ball as we are well past the 90th minute of the match. We'll see how much stoppage time the officials will put on here. And it shouldn't be too much either. We haven't had too many delays here in this match or any reasons to stop this match. Through ball, trying to look for Fuentes. Fuentes, it'll be a foot brace for the ball, and it will be Beltran that will be able to pick that one up. And doesn't really have any sense of urgency for being able to get rid of this one, other than Fuentes trying to come in and put a little pressure. It's Beltran. Just trying to wait for this whistle to blow, waiting for it to blow. Here is Warren. Warren's going to continue to play through ball here for Miller. 1v1. Miller still over the ball. Tries to come up with a shot, and it's wide right. And Miller just could not get by Chase Boucher. So it'll be Boucher that'll get the final laugh, final say on that one. Trying to dump this one deep. No problems here for the Capo defense. Trying to push through. The Eagles trying to use every second that's left. Granzal playing that one very smart. That's going to go the other way here for Capo FC. There was a whistle inside of the box. A little shove towards Granzal. Beltran. And that's going to do it, folks. And you could put a W on the board for your Capo FC. They come up with a final score of 5-2 over the SoCal Eagles. And now Capo FC finally able to get some points here on the board at home in their first home victory. On a whopping 5-2 win here, and well, they once upon a time led by 5 goals, but it's enough to get the job done. On behalf of our production crew here tonight, I'm Alex Naveca saying thank you so much for tuning into this one. It was a pleasure to be a part of midweek action. Folks, we will be back with you guys on a Sunday over at Irvine Valley College, where Capo FC will take on against the Ventura County Fusion, whereas FC Tucson will have a date with the SoCal Eagles, and Capo FC NISA action will also be on Saturday against the LA Force. We'll also have the coverage for you guys there on Goal Media. I'm Alex Naveca once again saying hasta luego, buenas noches, buenas tardes, y hasta luego, and go Capo FC arriba. Capo FC here on YouTube via